What's up, you guys? There's a message coming through. Ancestors of a Highest White Light, what is the message? So the past few days I've been having some really weird dreams. Or I wouldn't say dreams, actually. Actually, my dreams have been really nice. But my, I will, meditate, and I've been having some really unusual images. There's something about the Prince of Egypt, the movie The Prince of Egypt, or the biblical story of Moses, just in general. The violet flame might also be significant. Somebody's healing. Anyway, the part of the Prince of Egypt that is significant, that Spirit keeps putting in my head in a loop, the past few days, is the part in the Prince of Egypt when Moses, says to the Pharaoh, let my people go, or something like that, and then, and what is the part now? See, now it's so clear in my head, but then when I say it, the gist of it is that Moses is walking the people. Moses commands that the Pharaoh release his people, God's people, and then Moses says something about, and there will be a sacrifice, or it will require a sacrifice, but we don't know what that sacrifice is yet. I think actually it's Moses was talking to his people and saying that we don't know what the sacrifice is yet, but we have to go, essentially, okay? And then, so you realize, though, in the movie, or you realize what the sacrifice was when Moses opens the ocean, walks through it, gets himself and the people on the other side of the ocean, and then the Pharaoh's soldiers are coming chasing them, right? Because the Pharaoh's fucking stupid. He's like, go get them! But, God just opened up a fucking ocean, so I would stay the fuck out, okay? That's just me, but I don't know, pride, man. Pride and ego. But it's so then the waters fall in, and there's all of these soldiers that die, and that's the sacrifice, right? So I don't know, that's significant somehow. I got goosebumps too, so now there was something else about an energy. It could be either a masculine or a feminine, a maternal or a paternal energy, who knows the laws of karma and who continues to make bad decisions because they know that their child is going to have to make up for the sins, because they understand how that works. Now, somebody's grandparent has cut this child, the black sheep, out of the bloodline. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but there's some sort of a protection spell, so that's coming from the other side of the family, is what I'm seeing, okay? But it's something about, I can see it. I'm not hearing anything, but I can see it, and I'm kind of trying to understand it, you guys. But I feel like that it's almost like also there was a reading that I did a few days ago. It's almost like somebody gathered up a group of people, or a spirit conjured up a certain type, or somebody may have even conjured up some sort of entities as well. Like somebody may have actually conjured some demonic entities, okay, or something like that. And it's almost like I'm seeing demons coming in and attaching themselves to a bunch of people, and then it's all of these ancestors are activated, and all of these galactic beings are activated because of whoever you are in this position and in this space. And so then it's the okay, so no, you activated some sort of a galactic being, then somehow their ancestors were activated, or they were woken. I don't know, maybe people go through like major transformations, spiritual transformations, like when you come around or something like that. Okay, anyways, these people, and I mentioned this in a reading earlier, but it's almost like these people are pissed. The ancestors that woke up, or the whatever that woke up, and these people that were supposed to attack you, that you somehow defeated because you had faith and you followed whatever, you know what I mean? You conjured the light, you stayed on the light side, right? You were able to emotionally You were able to remain emotionally balanced in whatever situations that they put you through, and even if you weren't able to remain emotionally balanced, that's totally fine too. Okay, whatever. But for whatever it is, it's I'm feeling somebody who's like making strides with regards to their healing. Okay, and somebody who was put in like an impossible situation, but is continued or has been put in impossible situations, but who continues to get themselves out of it by the grace of God, by their own faith, by their own strength, but by the grace of God. Let's be honest, okay? So, and by their, or whatever you want to believe in, you know what I mean? By their faith in a higher power and or just in a faith in the collective oneness that we all are. Somebody believes that we all come from the same consciousness, right? And so somebody knows that we all kind of end up in the same place eventually, right? You got to be cleansed, you got to be pure, you got to be, you know what I mean? You got to be at a certain resonance to be able to get there. But you know what I'm saying? Like somebody understands this. Okay, so it's almost like, but it's like, it's like the sacrifice. They don't know, like they thought the sacrifice was going to be you, but now the sacrifice is them. Okay, so, all right, what else? Spirit, ancestors, the highest, my light. Page of Pentacles in the reverse position, it's dark magic. It'd also be a spoiled earth sign. Or just somebody who is, whenever I see the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position, I usually see somebody who was, this is just me, I don't know. I usually see somebody who was, I don't want to say spoiled as a child, but somebody who was neglected in one way, and then something was overcompensated in another way. You know what I mean? So there was some sort of lack of love. Okay, and the Page of Pentacles also can suggest that somebody's exploring a new project, but are not quite ready to move forward with it yet. So, and that might be because of this karmic interference, or this may have just been because of like spirit wanted to take a minute away from whatever it was you were doing, whatever project it was that you were getting ready to do. I don't know, maybe somebody was getting ready to write a book, and then all of a sudden it was like your creative energy was just like boom, and all of this karmic energy came in, and then God was like, okay, we got to handle this real quick for you, okay? And we're going to show you exactly what they're doing, so this will never happen again, okay? So that's kind of what I'm hearing with that. Let's see what else. I feel like whoever you are, you're a very practical person, also very loyal. It's probably not very easy. You might even be a Capricorn. You may have Capricorn in your chart, but you might even be the type of person, and I'm just saying that because they're known for being like loyal, almost loyal to a fault too. But like, okay, did I say loyal? But anyways, I feel like, sorry, you guys, there's a different message that's coming through now. But it's like somebody has a hard time getting over things. And I know that that's another characteristic of Capricorns as well. It's like once you hurt them, it takes them a little while. Like they I don't know. This is just, all right. I'm a Capricorn rising. I feel like maybe this is a little bit in me too. But typically, and the energy, how about this? The energy that I'm feeling, and we are in Capricorn season, but the energy that I'm feeling is one of like somebody having a hard time getting over this, but it just took a little bit of time. And it's like, but the thing is like once you get over it, it's like, okay, fine. You know, like you're like loyal to a fault, but like it's not going to be your fault, or it's not, well, yeah, there you go. It's not going to be your fault, I guess. I don't know. Take that, whatever that was, and however that means, okay? Four of Wands, community celebration, home, a twin flame connection maybe, or just walking through a portal to, you know, a new timeline. What else, Spirit? Okay, so somebody is being advised to just kind of slow and steady wins the race, put one foot in front of the other. Maybe somebody is breaking some patterns that I'm hearing like mental manipulation. So like it could be like somebody is trying to like I'm hearing like air magic now. Okay, so there was some sort of like intellectual, like maybe like dream state. We've been talking about that a lot as well. So like maybe somebody's been trying to get into somebody's dream states and almost trying to like manipulate their reality to make them make certain decisions. Okay, so there may have been some sort of like you may have not been like feeling like yourself, and hey, have you guys been feeling Mercury retrograde? The shadow period has lifted. I'm feeling it. I don't know about you guys. It's January 10th, right? 10:55 on the clock right now. But it's like, hallelujah. Those 3-4 weeks of Mercury retrograde are nasty. But, and they can leave us very susceptible to psychic attack too. I think it was just 11:11 there on the thing. But then it was 11:13. That's 3-3. So maybe 3-3 is an important number. But 3-3 and 6. Yeah, the 6 of Swords. So moving towards calmer waters, away from all the bullshit. With more tools for success. Yeah, I feel like whoever these people were, they just kind of misjudged you. They were really judging you based on their capabilities, or what their perceived capabilities were. I feel like whoever you are, you're very intuitive though, and you really can tell. Like you can feel people's intentions. And I almost wonder if at the beginning of this journey, like Spirit said, hey, look, this is how these people are. You're sensing it, okay? You're right, okay? Now we're going to take you through their trap. We're going to take you through it. We're going to guide you through it. We're going to show you everything that they do, okay? And we're going to see how immersed, or we're going to let you see how immersed you get in this, because it really was that dangerous, or it really was that, I don't want to say dangerous, but it really was that, that's serious, okay? Or dangerous. Yeah, actually, yeah. It really was that serious. And then we're going to take you out of it, and then we're going to have you wake up, and you're going to realize it. And I feel like that would break my heart, okay? I'm just saying that. But it's like, so somebody's eyes were really, yeah, they wanted to just like get you the fuck out of the matrix. Like, hey, look, this is a great opportunity. This is a great learning opportunity, okay? But yeah, now you're the Empress. Now you're the Queen of all queens. And you have compassion for people as well. I almost felt like I wanted to like cry, almost like somebody's like saying like somebody's sad that people don't have compassion for other people, but like whoever you are, you have a lot of compassion, and now it's like you can take that compassion and you can put it into action, where without being tricked or without being like trapped, right? Which you'll never be trapped, really, and you'll never be like fully tricked or whatever, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you can kind of avoid all of this bullshit, so you can just like go on your path and do your divine work, which I think is kind of the point. It's like somebody's taking you, these karmics are so dumb, they don't realize that you're a divine one on a fucking path. So it's like somebody just kind of had to like sit back and be like, okay, God, can you handle this please for me? Like the tower moment that they put you through, or the tower moment that God put you through, so to speak, we'll call it a tower moment, okay? Because it probably shocked the shit out of you, or it probably like there's a lot of, you know what I mean? There was a lot of stirring up, but it's like that, whatever you experience, it's like that's like only like 1/10 of like what they'll experience. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. That was not the message that I meant to say. What I really meant to say was essentially it's like the perspective shift that you got, it's like they're going to have a perspective shift as well. This karmic parent is coming back through. Something about the mirroring, or it's almost like whoever this parent, it's almost like whoever you are, whoever this parent was, they would talk to you almost about going on what was going on in their life, almost as like a wish, because they knew that you were like connected to the divine, or that you had a connection with the divine. But that was not what I wanted to say either. There's a visual, there's something coming through in my mind. Answers to the highest way. Like, what was the message? It's not coming. Somebody doesn't want me to see it. I saw it very clearly. My head hurts a little bit now. Okay. Fucking A. Come on, man. God, what's up? Archangels, where you at? Something about, like, that's not going to happen anymore, though. Maybe that's like what the grandparent like cut. It's like, no, now this person's going to have to take all of the karma that they tried to send to you. They're going to have to take it all back. It's being returned to sender. Or it was. What's the message, please? There's a message about instant karma, too. Like, sometimes karma can be instant, but sometimes spirit will wait. Especially the really bad ones, because it'll separate the frequencies. Because they'll put these karmics on a path. They'll put these karmics next to you to see how they act, okay? And then they'll put these karmics, and then however they respond or however they act, they'll put these karmics, they'll give the karmics a sort of karma that will put them in whatever resonance or frequency that they need to go to. What I'm seeing is that somebody like allowing, or God allowing somebody to save up all this karmic debt, to see how they will respond if they feel like they are invincible, right? Somebody knows what they're doing is not right, too, okay? Okay. Somebody, okay, so it's like somebody is, this karma is like kind of like building up, and it, the mechanically, the reason for that is to, is because to separate the frequencies, to separate the timelines, so to ensure that there is no, like, because this karmic cannot be trusted with this light, this angel, right, this earth angel. So there's something about that Spirit's trying to explain that I'm not really picking up, but I hope that something there is making sense. And again, my head. Temperance, the Empress, Ten of Swords in reverse position. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of these events have, like, this was not fair. Whatever you went through, this was not okay. But it gave somebody the opportunity to be able to reevaluate their circumstances and really kind of let go of anything that is not serving you anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's important to heal, but make sure that you are also not dwelling on on the pain. Be careful of your emotions, I'm hearing. Like, don't get, like, when you're witnessing these things, if you're witnessing, it's important to, catharsis is very important. And if it breaks your heart, cry. If it makes you angry, you know, go for a run, or you can get angrier, you know, take a bath, whatever you need to do, go to the gym. But make sure that you're not staying in that emotional space for a very long time. You want to make sure that, I feel like whoever you are, you manifest very easily, and you want to make sure that you're also protecting yourself, okay? I don't think, like, what I'm hearing is protecting yourself from karma. I feel like you kind of are already protected from karma. You're out of the karmic wheel, you know? But you just want to make sure that you're being careful. I feel like whoever needed that message will get that. But it's almost like somebody is like, it's like I'm seeing like somebody like playing like a video game, and it's like you have all of these new like accessories. Like I'm like I'm seeing like like you have like all of these new like I'm seeing like Simon's Quest, okay? Or like I'm seeing, have you guys ever played Simon's Quest on Nintendo? I love that game. Or like Final Fantasy, or like any of those like games where like you know, like you get like a blue crystal, or you get like a white crystal, or you get like, you know, the daggers, or you get like the holy water, you know what I mean? It's like somebody has like all of these new tools, and it's like somebody, Spirit's asking you to use these events and to figure out which tools you have gathered, and this is going to help you to like choose a new direction for your life, or to help you ground better in the life that you are currently in, like the trajectory of the life that you're currently in. It's like you have all of these new, yeah, it's like gifts, okay? And it's, what else, Spirit? Okay. The sun. The sun just fell out. Spiritual enlightenment. What the fuck? Right? What else, Spirit? Anything else? Somebody needs to be a little bit better with time management too, I'm also hearing. And when I say time management, I mean and balancing things within their lives. Like, make sure you're not overcommitted to certain projects. And or somebody has just like a really overloaded schedule, and somebody needs to really kind of prioritize. Like, somebody really needs to make their priorities very clear. Just, how do I say this? Somebody might need to dial back on certain activities to be able to do the necessities, if that makes any sense. Like, maybe somebody, what's the message there? I mean, Temperance is a card of balance. Finding balance. Paint their nails black. It's supposed to help protect. For me, I think that it really does. It really does help protect against like psychic attacks. Yeah. Like, if you're the type of person where like you go into an area in a space and you can like read the energy, it helps with that for sure. Kind of helps to ground the energy a little bit more. Yeah, I feel like this is a time for like really kind of focusing and making very practical decisions for your future. Having all of these new talents, all of these new, all of this new enlightenment. It's like, yeah. You're like a pioneer. Like there's no story like yours. There's still, I have the Two of Wands twice out here with in the reverse position. To me indicates astral travel interference, and then with the Nine of Wands here, it's like that's over her third eye. So maybe that's like why I'm feeling this in my third eye and my crown chakra. So the message is like, if you just got out of this situation, I feel like the cord has been cut, but there's still just kind of like a little residual energy that's just kind of like still needs to like work itself through and like dissipate and stuff like that. So what is it like? Just, I feel like just kind of like be patient until then. Be patient with yourself until then. Be very careful with yourself. Whoever you are, though, you're a master. Like, you got this. Like, whatever the fuck you do, you got it. I feel like... But there's also, like, a sense of, like, fear, I feel like, almost. Or it's sadness. Somebody's afraid to be sad. It always breaks their heart. Okay, that makes sense, man. So, think of it this way, though. You're helping, by calling upon karmic justice, you're helping people realign with their path and be their best self, okay? So, I feel like that's the reading, the message. I hope that this helps. I'm sending you guys so much love. Thanks so much for being here. If you'd like to make a donation, all of that information is down below. Otherwise, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And, yeah, until next time. Bye, guys.